We should play some Mass Effect. We should definitely play some Mass Effect. I've gone live on YouTube. That's a thing that we've done. I've switched the stuff. So I am going to, just as an FYI, this is a modded playthrough. There isn't anything game-breaking in these mods. I have added the Pinnacle Station DLC, which is the DLC that isn't, that had to be added by a mod pack because BioWare lost the details. Oh, the dulcet sounds that make me so happy. I'm so excited. I've never played, like, I played Mass Effect, for context, for anyone who might be new, who hasn't seen my first Mass Effect playthrough.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Thank you, I bloody well will. I first played Mass Effect in... I first played Mass Effect at the beginning of last year, and since then have unlocked every single achievement, have played it through 13 times, have played modded playthroughs through about 30, especially Mass Effect 3 I've played through quite a lot of times because there's loads of mods on Mass Effect 3. It is my favorite game series of all time. No other game comes close, in my personal opinion. I am back on my bullshit, and we will be playing Mass Effect from the beginning, aiming to do as much of a Renegade run as I can. I will add certain caveats to that. If I feel like if I do Renegade, it's going to make me lose a team member, and this is specific to Mass Effect 2, if I feel like it's going to make me lose a team member, or there is going to be a problem with it, then I potentially will not. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. I don't want to do anything that is going to absolutely, completely ruin my enjoyment of the game. However, I do want to experience what is effectively a concise Renegade experience, because I want to hear Jen Hale's lines. There is no option. Yeah, we're trying, like, Renegade isn't evil, horrible, or anything like that. Renegade is kind of like the not give a shit, don't want to upset anyone, and that effectively comes from Mark Meir. Just saying. I need to do this. And hope that Mass Effect appears. It does. Okay, so we're going to start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military
After
Database.
the first cutscene, I will be exiting the game and then coming back in.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
For reasons of... Why? For reasons of adding the hair that I want. For reasons of adding the hair that I want. But we're gonna do it. Fantastic soundtrack. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time.
To access your profile.
What did I do? I tried to do this last night and it didn't work. No, it's called Foam. This is going to be Ren Shepard, because she's a renegade. No, she's going to be called Rebel. Rebel Shepard. Nah, she'd never be... Yeah, Rebel works. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. She never gets referred to it by anything.
Warning. Data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Right. I think for Renegade, I want to do an Earthborn, which is I'm gonna move this just for a second. You're an orphan raised in the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped with the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18.
Confirm psychological profile.
And it has to be ruthless, right? Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule. Get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. Now, I can't play like that. This is the issue. I think we'll do Soul Survivor. War Heroes, too nice. During your service, the mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. That one works. That one works for me.
Confirm military specialization.
Oh man, what do I play and why is it Infiltrator? Yeah, I'm going Infiltrator. And hacking.
Confirm facial identification.
I'll be a moment. Imp is best. I won't be taking. I never end up with a chin. Good luck, Katie. Ears are fine. That's better. Should we give her a full eye line? Yes, we should. Nice. Hair doesn't matter. I want hair color up here. I think we're good. I think this is Shepard. I don't like her brows. Can we lower her brows a little bit? So she doesn't look constantly surprised. God, the brows are really awkward, aren't they? These are very 90s brows. That one works. No brows? Absolutely not. She'd look weird. She'd look like every other Asari other than Liara. Right. Skull on the lip. Yeah, that one. Okay, in case we lose that for any reason, I'm going to pop that there so that we don't have to do that again. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Okay. Right. Reading skills to be applied.
Identification confirmed.
We'll go hardcore. I don't know that I want to go insanity. Because I've done it once and I don't need to do it again. So we might die a fair amount, but you know, hardcore is fine. Hardcore is usually fine for me. So we will go. I'm going to enable tutorials. I've got autosave on. Let's go. Oh, forgot about this. I don't think there are any, are there? Yeah, we'll do that. Yep. So as a first aid recovery backpack, don't need that. Yeah, don't need that. Cool. Yeah, we'll just stick it with all the default settings for the patches. For a list of mods, there will be, if you're on YouTube, I need to remember to add this, there will be a link to where you can find all of the mods that I'm using in the description. There aren't a lot of like majorly game-changing mods. It basically, mostly graphics and some adding more people to places, but you'll see when you see it. I love these mods. And for me, they just like elevate the game to this year rather than years ago. It makes it feel fresher, and that's a personal opinion. So let's okay.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2048, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient space-faring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controls the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect! Yeah, boy!
Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Let's go!
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3,
Isosonic.
1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
You just started a first playthrough.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Here we go. Here we go. Our first Renegade moment.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
That's right, Caden.
Status report.
That's right, Caden.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
That's a very valid point. Renegade points. Right. I have things to do. I've definitely saved. I've definitely saved. I just need to open a thing to give her her proper hair so that we can have a good playthrough, and I don't need to be sad about it. What I might do is go get another coffee as well. No, I won't. We've got no, we won't do that. He's going off the first line of your chosen hairstyle. Okay. Time to go back in. Oh, I need to do it from the autosave as well. Otherwise it won't work. That's both me and the boots. I should have my hair now. That might be weird if I don't. And now I need the game to load. Don't crash. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, it's bad. Whatever I did was bad. Let me try now and see what happens. Come on, scroll up. Be good. Be good.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for herself.
She saw
Yes,
a whole
we're
unit
back.
die on
We're
the
fine.
cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's
There's my girl.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Okay. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. Yes! Got it down. Will I be playing the new Dune game? I don't know. I don't know, Subsonic. Probably not.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
Here we go. This is better.
We are connected.
Press
Calculating
A.
transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun.
We need to Joker again. Yay!
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
No, Shrek, I'm sorry. What can I say?
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Smash.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible.
Would I trust
Besides,
Joker with my
Spectres are
drink?
trouble.
No.
I don't like having him on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Okay, before I do anything, let me just scroll down there. Okay.
The Captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the Captain waiting, Commander.
I am sorry to anyone who might like Caden. Like, I really don't like Caden.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks
Don't know
like
what
we
you're
had a
talking
smooth
about.
run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology.
Oh, they decided to look out the window.
This prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
A full crew makes sense. We need the extra hands in case anything goes wrong. And the Spectre's just here as an observer.
Well, maybe you're right, Commander, but I just can't shake this feeling that we're out here on false pretenses.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family.
Same, Presley,
my grandfather
same.
fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
Why are you so mean? Why are you so mean? We had a lovely conversation and then you were mean.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Don't be mean.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime
Dr.
too long.
Chocolates can watch my drink however much she wants.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Absolutely. Absolutely smash Dr. Chocolates. The fact that she's not romanceable is criminal. A theme which I will continue going on.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up and we're done.
Please don't be
I know how
dismissive.
things work, Commander. I've seen my share of combat, but it's foolish to go looking for trouble. You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint, too.
Oh, I've just been told off by
Doc,
Chocolates.
but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do.
I'm gonna
This is
have
my
no
big chance. I need
friends.
to show the brass what I can do.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre.
Thanks,
Always
Jenkins.
get dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
So there's like a weird thing because at this point humans have really only been around on like a galactic on a, like in a galactic basis for about 30 years, 30, 40 years, around that. So when you consider that maybe not the Vulture and maybe not the Batarians, but even though the Quarians, I guess why they wouldn't, because they're nomadic and they have been for a really long time. But I would argue that there is space for Elcor and Volus before humans in the council. However, the Volus being like a servant race, effectively, or a subservient race to the Turians, kind of mean that they already have a space on the council to some extent. I don't know. Show some respect!
50 Marines died there, Jenkins.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
Jenkins and Comrade Werner making their own We Love Shepard club.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the council could.
You had a hard time clicking the button knowing you'd want to play Mass Effect again. Play vicariously through me, Grim.
Security services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I just did that.
I suppose the council could.
Those C-Sec.
I did that. I pressed the wrong button.
Confusing
I meant to go that.
legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Even Paradise gets boring after a while. Jenkins!
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Okay.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yay! Renegade points. Hello, Nihilus. Smash!
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first.
He's so
Give us a chance
pretty.
to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Love his markings.
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Important point of order, that if you're going for an achievement that you haven't got before, and one of the achievements is learning about all of the different, like, species in the game. One of the achievements is learning about all of the different species of the game. If you don't click this option for Prothean, if you don't click this specific option, I think there is only one other moment where you can get this achievement. Otherwise, you have to play through the game again, which isn't a hardship, but you have to click this option.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent.
You think something happened on
Akuz? Your name
Akuz?
forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
I love the way with the Renegade Shepard, I'm already seeing like Admiral Anderson is like soft parenting her a little bit more so than like a Paragon Shepard. It feels like his lines are more gentle parenting than more like talking like at a similar level. And it probably is the same line, but that's just my interpretation of it.
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about you, Shepard. Humanity needs this. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
I look forward to all of these several missions, Nihilus.
Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Yeah, we can do Protheans there as well.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Galactic importance!
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
2 seconds. Listen. Who do you think, Kremen?
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Oh, there she is!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
I love it so much.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Let's go.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging.
Like a hand. It's so clever the way that
Your
it's
team's
made.
the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
This is when these mods really start to shine.
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Give it time, Shepard.
He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
It's beautiful.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
No sign of Nihilus. Damn, he's fast.
What the hell are those?
What are we rocking?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Oh yeah, I get all weapons, don't I, Ian? Just had to shoot a gas bag.
Shooting starts. Oh God, what happened here?
Death, Jenkins, mostly.
Place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere.
Yeah, no, you're all fine.
Jenkins, take point.
What am I rocking? Hold up. Why are you shooting the gas bags, Claire? Hayden, if you wanted to hit something, that would be also great. Richard L. Jenkins. I wonder what his middle name was.
Ripped right through his shields. They're out of chance.
Forget about him.
Leave him. We need to finish the mission.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
So harsh. God, what's my Medigel button? V? It's gonna tell me in a second. It's V. Only game where there's a separate button for that, I believe.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
Lot of bodies.
Check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Oh, it's a cover shooter. Use a cover shooter. Or counterpoint. I love this gun. Where are you, Ash? There she is. Now see where you go. There we go. There we go. Are they all gone?
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Hi, Ashley.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
I need a status report, now.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the
No
perimeter
nonsense, Shepard. I like that.
We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You just left the rest of your unit behind to die?
We held our position as long as we could. The Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
I wonder what happens if I say stay here.
Lieutenant Alenko and I will take care of this.
Let me come with you, ma'am. The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
She knows the area, Commander, and we could use the extra firepower.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Okay.
Understood, Commander. You give
Nicely,
the orders
have you
and I'll
never
follow.
played this?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics.
Oh, you're in for a
non-organic
treat,
life forms with
mate.
Limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Is he?
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out!
Okay. Talent points for squad members. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get this intimidate score right up, as high up as we can. Every opportunity that we get to fill this bar, I'm going to be filling this bar. Caden can auto level, Ashley can auto level.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Okay, that might actually be better. Yeah, it is. Let's go. Use the edge of cover and press left mouse button to apply, right mouse button to lean out and aim. Yep. So, everything is... Thanks for giving me those triggers when I actually complete the thing. Everything is all done on spacebar. That's the one thing that took me ages to get used to. Like, you want to sprint, you do it on spacebar. You want to interact with anything, you do it on spacebar. I leveled up. No.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Let's get moving. Williams, where's the camp?
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead.
I
want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Look how pretty it is.
They hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Yes. Yes, exclamation point mods, or looking at the link in the description once I do it in on YouTube will give you a link to... Oh god. That's so difficult to kill. Especially when I can't aim for shit.
It must take a few hours for the spikes to turn people into husks.
You're all adjusting to this incredibly well, gang. You're doing a very good job of just adjusting.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Okay. Okay. I should have got the mod that gets over these, but it'll be fine.
Humans, thank you.
It'll be fine.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Okay.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please, this isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
Shepard!
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Okay.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, I might have a look at that Reaper one. No. Oh. I almost missed something. Oh, human medium armor though? Or can I not wear medium armor? Can I not wear medium armor? I thought I had light armor and medium. Maybe I have to unlock it.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Rip Nihilus. You'd have loved the rest of the game.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Look at that. Totally missed that, Geth. Hey! That's not fair. That's a... Why am I aiming so bad? I'm having to be carried by Alenko and flipping Williams. Not on my watch. Are you just gonna stay there and continually shoot them? Do 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 do. I know we're in the middle of a fight, but I want to have a look at Liberator 1. Absolutely not. Okay, cool. Is he gonna get out from his cover, or do we have to move further up? I think we probably have to move further up. Or I'll just get him when he's in cover. I love this game.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Hello?
Is it safe? Are they gone? Nobody moves a muscle until we know who you are.
Nice going, Cole. I told you we should have stayed hidden. It's okay. We're all on the same side here. We're just farmers. We've been hiding ever since that ship first showed up.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No
So
way
on the
they survived.
bench.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
You should definitely give us the
You
stuff.
gotta learn when to shut up.
If there's something you're not telling me...
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Haha, time to be renegade.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Think long and hard before you lie to me again. Are you sure all you've got is one lousy pistol?
No, wait. I just remembered. I just had it in my pocket. You might as well take that too. That's everything, really.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Would you rather be a snitch or a corpse?
Powell. His name's Powell.
No honor among thieves.
That's all I know, really. So let's try to keep things friendly from here on in, okay?
I have to go.
Good luck.
Oh, Shepard! Shepard! Can Ashley wear heavy armor? No, she can't. Hey, thank you for gifting that sub to Nicey. I appreciate you. I always find it really weird. In Mass Effect 1, you get all of this access to everything. Like, you have all guns, and then it really does sort of bring it back down in Mass Effect 2 to something a little bit more like Dragon Age 2-y. There you go, that's the gun I want. I'll always make the comparison.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Hang on, let me get this medical stuff, because I've been using Medigel. Rip Nihilus, you'd have loved the rest of the game. You really would.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us at the normal.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
I like the way you hid behind those crates during the fight. Really helped us out. Thanks a lot.
Me? But I'm just a dock worker. I don't even have a weapon. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks, for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You're an ass.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Hand over those grenades. Now.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Too many people died here for you to start jerking me around.
Okay, all right. There was something else. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology.
Shepard, you've got to stop throwing your weapon at people.
I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
She's got to stop throwing a weapon on people.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
You ditch work, then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone else.
I don't even have a gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and die?
We already established you had grenades.
I couldn't save them. Nobody could. It was horrible.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Oh, high explosives. Nice, let's do that with my grenades that I'm never ever gonna use. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Up here. High explosive. I can't even remember how to use grenades. Is it G? Flipping.
Not now, Commander.
I didn't even try to talk to you. Why would I talk to you, Caden? Why would I do it? You better get used to being on the fucking ship. Okay. Watch this be the easiest, Oh shit. I've done this before, I've accidentally fallen down the gaps. Power abilities for my squad. Do you want to throw a guy? Nope, I clicked in the wrong spot. Never mind, let's just go. You do whatever you want to do, boo. It's fine. Oh my god. Oh, it's been a minute. I'm not missing anything, am I? No. Pop your little head up, my guy. Nope, not close enough. There we go. I wish for the rest of the games they'd kept the heatsink thing rather than having to pick up ammo. I love the heatsink thing. It's so different to everything else.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Okay. Let's go.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Let me get this one, love. All right. God. I'm just gonna go get the demolition charges and a duck and weave. Like some kind of person who ducks and weaves a lot. Yeah, you heard me. Oh, they're quite close. What are you doing, Caden? Right? This one we disarm with our ass. Mad skills. You've never seen anyone disarm a bomb with their ass before? Well, you're missing out, lads. You're missing out. Shepard's just that good. It's ass! No, by all means, go further to kill these husks. Come on, gang. Ah! You see, that's what happens, and now we're all injured. Right, let's pick up everything that we need to pick up. Check to see if there's... Ooh! I've never been this far. Ooh, hammerhead rounds. Interesting. Let's add those straight away. Oh, we've also got a level up. Yoink. Think we do. Shield boost, and then pistols for the rest. You get to auto level up, my love. As do you. I love Ashley, I just never use her. Which is a very different Claire to the Claire who played this first time round. I do love Ashley.
My God. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
I've never seen a ship big enough to leave a landing imprint like that. Not in our fleet.
Or anyone else's.
Right. Sure, let's go do this.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
We didn't know. Flashy lights warning.
No, don't touch. It's too.
We don't need to worry about the beacon anymore. Rip. Ripperoonies. It's a small download.
We identified the ship that touched down
Smash.
at Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Really close.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Tell him off, tell him off.
I expect better of you, Lieutenant. You endangered the entire mission.
Don't be so hard on him, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Eden Prime has medical facilities.
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime. Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I don't want her on my ship.
I'm the captain of this ship, Commander, and I want Williams on our crew.
This is so much fun.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't...
Be a little bit human.
You did a good job, Shepard.
Be a little bit human, Shepard.
Captain.
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council
I'm
can
gonna hang
kiss
up on the
my
Council
ass.
so
I
often!
won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'll stand behind you and your reports, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He didn't come to Eden Prime because he hates humans.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to
She
report
could interpret
to the
that.
Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
The Council.
When have they ever done anything for humanity?
If we expose Saren as a traitor, the Council will revoke his Spectre status. I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Let's go and say hello to folks. Wait, very quickly. Gotta remember to do that.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Commander.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
Bet.
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Does he?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
You're not assigned to this ship.
Captain Anderson had me transferred to his command. Must have figured I knew what I was doing.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Wow. She's so mean.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
There's nothing we could have done to save him.
No, I know that, but I don't have to like it.
He's
It's
so
been a hell of a
mean.
shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
There's something big coming. I don't want anyone messing it up. You read me, Lieutenant?
5 by 5, ma'am. Is there anything else before we head ashore?
Keep your concerns in check. You don't want to get a rep for questioning orders.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I don't think anyone's gonna try and flirt with me. Oh, should I go and see Adams? I wonder if Adams has got anything to say. I don't think I've ever gone down and seen Adams. Using a member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. Okay, cool. There's the requisition officer. I think in like 15, 16 playthroughs, I've never spoken to the requisitions officer. Hi, Adams. Okay. Do 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 do. Upstairs. Can we talk?
Glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on you.